Maybe this is heaven, maybe that's just you. I don't trust my judgment, cause I'm just 22. My mind just running circles, my heart is out in the rain. I know that this is sudden, but do you feel the same? Do you feel the same? Do you feel that I can't make my mind up? I don't know what to do. I'm trying to be honest, point of view. So you tell me that you're leaving, but I wish you would stay. Think that this is worth it. Do you feel the same? Do you feel the same? Do you feel the same? Do you feel the same?
나도 수프로 먹을까? 근데 포타주도 맛있을 것 같아.
그치.
예쁘다. 맛있겠다. 어디야? 오늘 하늘 너무 이쁘다. 살까? 강아지 너무 귀여운데?
그치. 1,100엔이면
싼데?
サシャペン立てとかで使っちゃ
아!
ったりとかもしてます。可愛いですよね。
아, 귀여워. 귀여워. 햇살이 왜 이렇게 좋아?
Terrible things started happening when you walked away. So that's why I stay right here. Cause when all of my dreams seem so out of reach, you're crystal clear. You don't disappear, baby. No. So why would I follow you when you're the only thing unhallowed to me? And why would I try to hide the truth when I feel so empty without you? It's getting a little bit out of control. So good without trying it out. And this addiction isn't good for my health, but I don't wanna spend another night by myself. She's used to falling all alone, watching her animated shows. You'll find her dancing in the streets with her headphones on a Saturday night. She's gonna keep you on your toes while she's out rescuing the world. And if you're counting on her to keep a secret, then you're out of your mind. She'll outdrink you, oversleep to the sound of 17 alarms. Lost in something, found her blushing. Hope she stays here in my arms. I don't know why she likes me, it's my luck, or probably the timing. I don't know why she likes me, says I'm cool, then goes into hiding. She's a movie and a soundtrack all in one, future and a flashback. I don't know why she likes me, I'm a 6 and she's like a 90. She's probably somewhere on the beach or museums talking history, relying on grape shit, rowing at her all to get by. She's got ADHD, she's got everything I need, and we got a million things to do before we die. She's a thriller, loves the killers, photo shoots and small guitars. Lost in something, found her blushing. Hope she stays here in my arms, please. I don't know why she likes me, it's my luck, or probably the timing. I don't know why she likes me, says I'm cool, then goes into hiding.
이거 너무 귀여운데? 너무 끔찍한데? 아사리 튀긴 건 처음 봤다. 난 너무 귀여워. 미쳤다. 팬케이크. 좀 햄스터 같다. 메론수. 오므라이스도 있는데? 너무 귀엽다. 하루도 이거 한 권 있다.
진짜 언니 너무 귀엽다.
너무 귀여운데. 필통 많네. 나는 이 엄마 중국 여행 갈 때 배고 싶어.
오늘 완전 갑자기 여름이네. 여기부터 하늘 봐. 미쳤다.
오 날씨. 오, 하루니 바이바이した。バイバイってしてない今。
バイバイ。また会おうね。一人分だけなの。グリとグラ。白熊ちゃんのパンケーキ？
白熊ちゃんのパンケーキ？あとは？
ある。
どうした？いないの？
春これが食べたい。
じゃあパドル食べればいいか選んでください。
はい。じゃあこれ。
パラパラとして、しばらく時間ついてないこのぐらいするの待つので、それから
絶対美味しいこれは。オッケー。かわいい。やばすぎる。めちゃくちゃかわいい。これどうなってるのかな。オッケー、オッケー、オッケー。大丈夫ですか？かわいいじゃん。このお花見て。
Being honest, didn't mean to fall in love
この木も素敵じゃない？
with you, with you, with you, with you. It's gonna happen. Don't really know when. Just know that it's with you, with you, with you, with you. That's making me nervous. 'Cause I'm thinking you noticed. Let me know if you change your mind. 'Cause when all we do is talk, it's impossible to not to you.